You've seen them every morning on the way to work, heading out on your lunch break, driving home, and every weekend. It doesn't matter the time of day, who you are with, or the streets that you drive on. Occasionally you stop to pay attention when you see the sign, anything helps, God bless. It can be hard not to empathize with the homeless individual, making you feel the need to reach for your wallet and hand over a few bucks. If this is something that you can relate to, I'm here to tell you how to stop. Giving cash to a homeless individual is detrimental on both a micro and macro level. It is important for you to listen and attempt to comply with the instructions I'm giving you today as an aid in ultimately decreasing homelessness. I hope for you to understand the dangers and hindrances that occur when giving homeless individuals money and eventually persuade you to stop. Today, I'll tell you about my experiences with the homeless population, what happens when you do not give out money, and how to spend your money to maximize your ability to decrease homelessness. I'm currently a permanent supportive housing specialist for a large integrated health organization. I work with homeless clients and support them in locating resources, finding shelter, and teaching them to live independently. It is not uncommon for me to see me in my business attire, walking up and down main streets and behind alleyways, searching for my clients. Most of the individuals that I have encountered have a co-occurring disorder, usually involving a mental illness. For the most part, these individuals are homeless because they have poor spending habits. As they spend money, it releases dopamine, putting them in a state of arousal. I have a client who spent her last $4 on a unicorn keychain because it was cute. The rationality that they use does not adhere to their need to become financially stable. This is because they have not yet been taught the tools needed to become financially independent. Now that I have told you a little bit about my experiences working with the homeless individuals, let me share with you what occurs when they do not receive monetary gifts from society. When individuals are not able to acquire money, they are forced to reach out to local human services. These services are backed by evidence to reduce long-term homelessness. They teach independent living skills, provide both necessary case management and counseling services. Wouldn't you rather the individual be supported by professionally trained individuals that are qualified to take on the vast needs that flood this homeless population? This can only happen if everyone stops opening up their wallet when they see that too familiar cardboard sign and writing from a permanent marker. Have you ever wondered how they acquired that permanent marker anyway? Wouldn't you like to know that your money is being put to a more efficient use? Now that you are aware that your money is probably going to a sparkly unicorn keychain and $3 Sharpie, let me share with you how to put that money to better use. Next time you are compelled by the homeless, hungry, veteran, single mother theist, put the money you would give to them aside. Instead, start giving to your local human services organizations. As I tell my clients, there is a service for everything. You just have to find it. There are organizations that give out free food, shelter, taxi rides, bus passes, daycare, medicine, vocational school, business and casual attire, motel stays, rent, and utilities. There are other organizations that specialize in helping various social groups. These include veterans, LGBTQ plus members, minorities, married men and women, single men and women, children, and a plethora of others. You may think, but how can they get services if they don't have the necessary documentation like an ID card or birth certificate? Indeed, they have a service for that too. By donating to these underpaid organizations, they can increase their ability to serve the homelessness in your community. As humans, it is normal to feel compassion and empathetic to homeless individuals. By not giving money to these persons and donating to local services, you can do your part in reducing long-term homelessness. Tonight, you have learned 3 important reasons for why you should not give money to anyone who is homeless. First, My experiences working with this group has proved that they are unlikely to spend their money appropriately. Second, when you cease to hand out money, they are more likely to find themselves in an organization that is qualified to reduce recidivism. And third, to donate your money to a human service agency in order to maximize their ability to obtain permanent housing. Next time you drive down the street, take notice of the people you see walking up and down asking for money. Think about how much they could use a counselor, caseworker, or independent living skills. How much would you like to see them succeed? After listening to me tonight, you will have a different perspective of what it means to help a homeless individual. You will wave to them, point them in the right direction to the nearest human services organization, and not grab your wallet.